we are underway here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's out to Chubb, complete. Runs over it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Touchdown! It's complete. Cole Kmet. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears 7, Packers nothing. Austin Seibert set to...
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. Brought down back at the 27.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Bears 14, Packers nothing. Austin Seibert set to...
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Here's Allen on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
That's another Packers first
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 14, Packers nothing.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Bobby Wagner. It's a loss of 1.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
In your face. Alert! Mike 8. Come off the ball. Mike 8. And let's get this. Mike 8. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 5 wide. Here we go. Mike 8. I got one. Mike 8. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Check 26. 11.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game.
Can.
Play action. It's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Chicago.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On play action, Allen. He's going to take another shot here. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
On the tackle. A gain of 7. And the Bears first down.
Now Burrow on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
11. 12. 12.
They go play action with Burrow. He sets to fire deep. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Seibert on for the PAT.
Touchdown, Chicago.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bears 28, Packers 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Burrow on play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 11 empty.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
15. First down, Chicago.
11 mighty. Crunch time.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
11.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle but couldn't get it all the way home.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Seibert's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Hands it off out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To the air, Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And they go play action now. Burrow. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
Throwing now is Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but got to put those doubts to rest right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
11, Thomas.
Mike 7. Mike 7.
Now Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Mike 7. I'm here all day. I'm here.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Mike 7. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 7's a Mike.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Hey, who we got?
SOS. 12.
3rd and goal. Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
52, Packers 2. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, Allen. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Alert. Mike 8. Get that quarterback at all costs. Mike 8. Mike 8. Let's go, baby. We need turnovers. Let's get that ball.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Squeeze, double. Mike 8. Watch the pass.
And again, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Burrow's throw there into the hands of Ross. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
59, Packers 9. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a... And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Bears 66, Packers 9. Boston Seibert.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Allen going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Allen to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
42-yard line.
Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen flushed out right. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Bring it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught by Mooney. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Here we go. Ready? Legs hot. Hot. 11, 11, 11.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. All day. All day.
They go play action with Burrow. There's Mooney with another catch. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
All right, next up, the Jets are on the clock. Now on the clock, the Lumberjacks. The Aviators are now on the clock. Okay, here we go. The 49ers now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. And the Eagles on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go. The Titans now on the clock. Okay, it's the Bucks now on the clock. The Chiefs are up now. Let's see what direction they go. Now on the clock, the Lumberjacks. The Dolphins now on the clock. The Bulldogs are on the clock. All right, it's the Browns now on the clock. The Titans on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. The Buccaneers are on the clock now. Now on the clock, the Monarchs. On the clock now, it's the Titans. All right, next up, the Titans are on the clock. On the clock now, the Miners. The Jaguars are up now. Let's see what direction they go in. The Bills are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Golden Eagles are on the clock. We've got some action here, folks. They've traded this pick. We'll have the details in a moment. The Bengals now on the clock. Let's see what they do. Now on the clock, the Monarchs. On the clock now, the Miners. The Aviators are now on the clock. The Armadillos are on the clock. The Antlers are now on the clock. The Bulldogs are on the clock. The Blues are on the clock now. Okay, it's the Titans now on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Jets now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Lumberjacks. Now on the clock, the Monarchs. All right, now it's the Raiders' turn. They're up. The Vikings are on the clock now. What direction will they go? All right, it's the Eagles now on the clock. The Titans now on the clock. The Bucks on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. All right, the Chiefs are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Monarchs. The 49ers now on the clock. On the clock now, the Miners. The Browns are now on the clock. All right, next up, the football team on the clock. Now on the clock, the Monarchs. The football team now on the clock. Let's see what they do. Now on the clock, the Monarchs. The Titans on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. On the clock now, it's the Titans. Okay, the Jaguars are now on the clock. The Bulls are on the clock. All right, the Packers are now on the clock. The Golden Eagles are on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Bengals now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Miners. The Aviators are now on the clock. The Armadillos are on the clock. The Antlers are now on the clock. The Bulldogs are on the clock. The Blues are on the clock now. All right, the Dolphins are now on the clock. The Jets now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Lumberjacks. Now on the clock, the Monarchs. The Eagles are now on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Vikings on the clock now. Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock. All right, next up, the Titans are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Buccaneers. On the clock now, the Chiefs. Now on the clock, the Monarchs. And now we turn to the WFT. It's their selection. And the Browns on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go in. Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Monarchs. Okay, it's the Titans now on the clock. The Titans now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Patriots. The Patriots are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Packers, and time is ticking. The Golden Eagles are on the clock. And now we turn to the Bengals. It's their selection. On the clock now, it's the Falcons. The Aviators are now on the clock. The Armadillos are on the clock. The Bulldogs are on the clock. The Blues are on the clock now. Okay, next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock. The Jets now on the clock. Let's see what they do. The Steelers are now on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Raiders now on the clock. Okay, the Eagles on the clock now. Okay, it's the Falcons now on the clock. All right, next up, the Bucks are on the clock. Okay, the Chiefs are on the clock now. It's the Bills now on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Bills. Okay, the Browns on the clock now. Okay, here we go. The Cardinals now on the clock. Okay, the Ravens are on the clock now.
Thank you.